This is Rick James.
Hang on. So we are interviewing the facts of life. His name is Rick James. And so Rick James, let's talk about life. How do you feel about life?
I have a famous name.
This is good. You're a bit conceited, but how do you feel about that?
Well, Jenny, how I feel about life. I think there's a movie called Life is Beautiful, and I really identify with that movie. I think life is literally all we have, so you have to make the best of it. And it can be a roller coaster ride with ups and downs, but there's nothing else. So you need to enjoy every aspect of it, because it's all those experiences that make up who we are, and we learn from all those experiences, and we try to be the best people we can be from those experiences.
Now, it's interesting that you would say life is a roller coaster, because we are, driving, and it's kind of bumpy, and when, I'm viewing the whole, by the way, of this, out of the irony of it, because you can get yourself into the hole of life sometimes. So how do you proceed to
get yourself out?
Get yourself out.
Well, here's a great tidbit, and it's a analogy. You have your favorite teacup, all right? It's your favorite cup, and you drink out of it every day, every morning. You have your favorite teacup. One day that teacup's broken. You come downstairs and you pull it out of the dishwasher and it's broken in half. And you can either be really sad and say, that was my favorite teacup, gosh darn it, I love that teacup. Or you can say, it's a teacup.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But either way, whether you choose to be sad or you choose to be happy and move on with your life, either way the teacup's broken. So what is. And to fight against what is going to make you miserable. So you really just kind of need to accept where you are in life and find the happiness in that moment. And they say a lot about that you should live in the present day moment, because that's really going to bring you joy. Because really, if you just live in the present and not worrying about the past, and you're not worrying about the future, and you're living for right now, you are going to find the most happiness, because you'll realize that there's not a lot to worry about. And
no, there really isn't. It's all small stuff.
It's all small stuff. And on top of that, if you think about the entire universe and the fact that we are living on a planet in a solar system that makes up a galaxy, the Milky Way, which then we move on to the outer universe, and they say there's potentially 6 billion galaxies.
Wow.
So we are literally this big on a speck of dust in the middle of space, and you realize then that things are not as important as we make them seem. The bigger picture is that we're part of this big, beautiful miracle.
That's why, like with what you just said, that's where don't find trouble unless trouble finds you.
Exactly.
And not to make mountains out of molehills, especially if it's not going to be something that's even going to be an issue even a month from down that road.
And that's something to think about when you're, we as human beings kind of like drama. We kind of like to get caught up in moments because it makes us feel a certain way, but it really ultimately makes us not feel good about ourselves.
No.
And I think potentially the meaning of life is to live for other people and live for the earth and live for animals and live for other living creatures, because that's where you're going to find the most happiness. And that's where I personally have found the most happiness.
So you got your hands on the 10 and 2 like you're driving down the straight and narrow, and that's just how life should be, right?
That is just how life should be.
Instead of this hole that we can get ourselves in.
Put it on cruise control.
Cruise control, yeah.
Just head on.
And
there's not much you can do. There's that old quote, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
Nice. I love that.
And that's very true. You just need to relax and enjoy what you have because it's all you have, and accept what is because that's the way it is.
Live your life to the fullest and enjoy the journey, huh?
You got it.
All right. Well, thank you, Rick James. I hope you continue your famous honoring name and
Yep.
and live on, man.
I hope that I did my name justice.
Yeah, you overrided the Super Freak song. All right, we are cutting in 1, 2, 3.